Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
For the right to return here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 56, we are underway in L.A. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180!
Here's Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
The ball carrier.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
11.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
Here we go. 180!
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They try the jet sweep with Nelson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch the safety creep. He's crashing.
On second down now, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 49ers' 18-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Down back at his own 4-yard line.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Alabama. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 52. Let's go one more.
Throwing now is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ricky Seals-Jones there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert. 81 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go.
Buccaneers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's said, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
52. Time to go night-night.
Brady going to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 48 yards.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running the counter with Mostert. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Mostert. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
This is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
4th down.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On play action, now Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
On first down, it's Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
C.J. Mosley.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and
So
10.
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. D. Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Niners 31, Buccaneers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
3-yard line.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right? You didn't expect this part to happen. But when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Niners 31, Buccaneers 13.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's get it. Here we go, here we go. 20.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Niners 31, Buccaneers 20. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 68 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
26. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
San Francisco.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
It's a turnover on downs.
On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 37. Check 37.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned.
And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Complete to
Josh Gordon, 75 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Number 52.
Now a play fake. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
44-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 52.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin 44 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. And this is in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for two. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
37.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Wait, 20!
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Buccaneers are on their way to the Super Bowl. Thank you all so much for watching, and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, we need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been a dog line, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just step on, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Kick off.